she goes. Drop a waypoint, boys. Welcome back to the Trimmed Up series. Here we are, stage 3 of the Bass Pro Tour in Tennessee on beautiful Dale Hollow Lake. Dale Hollow is a super unique fishery. You know, usually when you look at a fishery that's super steep and super deep and rather featureless, it's not great bass habitat. But Dale Hollow is one of those places where the bluffy banks and the steep features, they just kick out a lot of bass. We've got several things in play here. We've got an amazing largemouth population, which is what is normally targeted in bass tournaments. And then we have the historic smallmouth population here. The world record, 11 pounds, 15 ounces was caught out of this lake. And I think it's 7 of the top 10 smallmouth ever caught right here. The conditions we're faced with this week, it's really kind of par for the course. It's pouring down, it's rained a decent amount already today. Whatever rain falls and as steep as it is, it's got a very healthy watershed. They're just gonna let it come on up. We've been fishing winter pre-spawn, now we're pre-spawn spawn. So that whole bait chasing, floating fish, chasing them with LiveScope is going away. However, LiveScope's still gonna play a big role this week. I think it's gonna be the dominating factor, but it's going to be a completely different ball game. Fish are beginning to position themselves on cover, structure, secondary points and things like that. So as this progresses, we're still using LiveScope, but you just got to be able to understand bass seasonal patterns and adjust them. And in fact, there are a few fish spawning. We have seen a fish on a bed this week, and so you always hear the term, they coming. They are coming. Will they get here before the week's up? I don't know. Uh-oh. That looks like a good one, maybe. Not a bad one. These smallmouth here are floating. He scored. He's not as big as that other one. My bait landed like 15 feet from him as he came to it. Scoreable smallmouth. Not a big one at all. He's honestly not near as big as I thought he was when I saw him on scope. There's 2 more. Look. Ta-da! Oh, how do you not get that? Crazy. I was hoping to rip through that cut just to feel cool. I can take this off anyway. Yeah, that was a bass. Bargy, I think. This is just the size they all are, and bigger. It's insane. They're just 3-pounders. Now we've seen both species. I've never been somewhere that has like a higher, like there is no other predator fish, I guess. I was gonna say, there's just,
you gotta have muskie.
They have muskie, they do. And they've got walleye and they stock rainbow trout. Here he comes. Got him. See how much slower those largemouth are? Actually, this might be a smallmouth. No, it's a largemouth. Look, you look small way out there and then, no. Look, 2 3/4. That is a small one here though. So it's crazy. Should really stop sitting here. Hey Jet. How you doing, Bubba? Have him say, what's a cat say for Tyler? It's really important that they learn the important skills in life at a young age. Good job, Bubba. I had one. I just had a bite. Well, we've reached the point of no hook. What'll happen is I say this, in about 30 minutes I'll get really bored and I'll throw one to catch him anyway. Because my self-control is like this. This is like putting me on a diet and setting a Dr. Pepper right in front of me. I'm gonna drink it. But for now, I'm gonna be on a diet and I'm gonna throw no hook. We had about a dozen. Scoreable. 750.
It's 750?
Yeah. I think it's safe to say we're gonna reel some bass in this week. Unless my LiveScope goes out, that's 10K. Wow. Just had to keep it honest and see if I still had the skill to catch a bass without LiveScope. Turns out I don't. I came back here just to make sure there weren't some fish pulling up. We had a warm day yesterday. We had a warm night last night. Now the water temp's still cold, but it was a positive trend. And these fish are very, very close. We've said it at every event so far this year. These fish are close to spawn and they're just not quite there. And this is the closest they've been. I mean, we're still scoping them, but we're on the bank scoping them now. They're just not quite laid up on the bottom yet. It's something I'll keep honest throughout the week, even during the tournament. If I'm in an area with a lot of fish and I stop getting bit, I'll just slide into a pocket or two and check it out. I don't know if I've ever seen as many trash fish. Tyler, look at this. You see how much trash that is?
Yeah.
I don't know what those are. They look like gar. See how long they are? The ones close to the boat? I'm over a school of 10,000 gar right now. That is crazy. This just looks to me like a place where it'd be guaranteed smallmouth.
What is today? What's special today?
We have a lunar eclipse, and I've seen some conspiracies that it is the end of the world. We're going out scoping.
Might as well see the other.
Oh, nice. Oh yeah, he's on it. Dude, it's so dark. Oh yeah. Is this what I'm supposed to look at the sun with?
Yeah.
Have you put these on?
Yeah.
See how dark it is?
Yeah, you can only see the sun.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the first person to live scope a smallmouth during a solar eclipse in the entire history of the universe. I don't know, yeah, I mean, the last one was in 2017. I bet nobody live scoped a smallmouth during that. There's like there's a bunch of them right here actually.
Dude.
So strong. There's so many of them right here. Whoa. This is definitely a stopping spot right here. There's like a whole school of them right there. Largemouth. Tubber. He doesn't have any sores on him. I've caught a lot of fish this week with sores all over them. Hey, look, they're still fat, but they look sick. All right, let's get out of here. I need to find a good zone. A good zone. This zone ain't good enough.
So what's the state of things out here?
You know, that's a great question. We got some fish that are fairly shallow. We've got some fish that are fairly deep, and then some fish that are in between. And I'm really trying to fish the in-between stuff, because at least you have a few fish coming to you. I just feel like that's where the majority of these fish are right now. It's just kind of on like staging points and transition banks, like your typical pre-spawn stuff. This is one of the most patternable lakes I've ever seen. Figure out what they're on and you can kind of just run it. And so far I feel like I've had a pretty good practice, you know, numbers of bites wise and things. It feels decent. But you know, that can change, and there's a lot of things changing right now. Come on, bite it. He's on it right now. Oh. Lethargic, slow fish. First day of competition is supposed to blow 25 out of the south, so one of the things you kind of got to prepare for is, especially the way I'm fishing, I need to have some protection from the wind. And now not everything I fish is going to be protected, but I'll just have to save that stuff for another day, because you got to be precise, and wind and precision really don't go together very well. Put on my MC Hammer pants. We're about to dance on them. Dude, I threw that fish like 5 times. Didn't want to bite it, didn't want to bite it. It's a big one too. That's like the first one I've had that's got on it, got off of it, like real hot, you know, and then ended up actually getting it. They're not like a Great Lakes smallmouth. If you caught one of the Great Lakes with a mouth like that, it weighs 7 pounds. I got something I want to try. I really hadn't thrown a drop shot at them much. But these are not just any ordinary smallmouth. These are conditioned by the minnow smallmouth. So getting harder and harder by the day to catch these fish. Like I don't know if it's the fish are changing or if they're actually feeling pressure now. So we're gonna try some different stuff. I wish I had lighter line on here actually. Maybe. Not small, I mean. About that big. Surely it's not as easy as just throwing a drop shot and I've been trying to shake a minnow at them. Surely it's not that easy. You know, my bait was sinking and he got to it and they just both just froze. Like I was like, well, my bait's not still sinking anymore. 1 hour left to practice and I've gone from being wildly confident to this whole Lunar eclipses. Solar eclipse? Solar eclipse just got me thrown off. This Mitsubishi Eclipse has got me all jacked up. I just feel like they're getting that much closer to spawning. Getting a lot of pressure. And I don't know. And also I'm running new water, right? I'm not everywhere's got fish, but we've just been kind of in a rotation of not good water. Hopefully at some point we'll get back around some bass. Attempting to see if I see some swimming up shallow. We're really to the end of our practice. It's about over. Last ditch effort to see if any are pulling up. I'm trying to spawn them. I can't really see right now. Wind, pollen, eclipse. Really just, even if I can just get a follower on a swim bait, will be a confidence booster. But just really trying to keep it honest. I kind of have a game plan in place. I'm just trying to eliminate some stuff, get it out of my system, or confirm it, one of the two. But these are all things I'd want to do come tournament time, and get it out of my system now. It might help me fish a little better the rest of the week. The solar eclipse definitely didn't help me. I thought, oh, low light, they're gonna chew. No, they're still just as smart as ever. Oh, dude, it's crazy when you take your glasses off. That's where you really notice it. It's eclipse time, baby. Dude, it's like 80% of the way done. That's crazy looking. Look at this. Yeah, it's pretty wild looking. There's only like...
Oh, dude, you see on my camera.
There's only like 10% of the sun showing.
I guess I do feel... Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. There's Eclipse.
It'd be way down in there and I'd have to strip off a bunch of line to get past it.
Yeah.
There's one you couldn't get out. Summer sausage from Waco Custom Marketplace.
We know.
Saltines, Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar, and a Sakamata shad.
And Q-bomb. Throw that on a cracker and eat it.
I see what you're saying. You're saying it needs to slide down that way?
Yeah, for sure. It's gonna give you get a much better picture. Make sure that stays tight. I'd be terrified of that coming undone.
Pretty tight. Is yours different than mine?
It's about the same. I am rigging up more than one bait. What are you talking about? The days of rigging up more than one bait is today.
One style of bait.
However, yeah, it's one style of bait. We dance into one song and one song only. Look at this right here. Can't hide money.
My practice was pretty good. I'm guardedly optimistic about my chances for this week. I've been fishing without hooks for 3 days of practice, and I'm ready to lean into a few, I gotta admit.
You done?
Done.
What are you stacking cups?
Yeah, I was homeschooled. If you don't catch 15 pounds a day hollow, you're an ignoramus. I don't really know. Dad, what's an ignoramus?
Ignoramus?
Yeah.
It's a type of moose.
No, it's not.
Yeah, you have the common moose and you have the ignoramus. You're more of a common moose.
Did you just call me a common moose? You're a common goose. We're here at Center Hill Lake, and we're doing a little bit of a conservation project with Mossback Habitat, putting out all these structures throughout the lake. So we're putting them together right now. It's pretty simple assembly, just a bunch of PVC and different pieces, and they're going to take them out on a boat, drop them out here in Center Hill Lake, and hopefully have some man-made brush piles, you know, that won't decay, and they'll be there forever and give these fish some good habitat. So something cool. They do it at every event, and this is actually my first time to participate in it. I know one thing. I would love to be fishing on Center Hill right now. We were gonna bring the boat if it wasn't raining, but we've got a ton of rain moving in. And unfortunately, we're just gonna do the work and not do the fun fishing, but that's just how it goes sometimes. I smashed my finger on it already. This one, here, right there.
I'm gonna have a serious sugar rush.
You gotta put one more down in the bottom, that lower one. Yeah, put one through there. The ends of them are kind of sharp. Well, my angle, yeah, I'm gonna stab Kelly so you go for that side. There she goes. Drop a waypoint, boys. Drop another waypoint. If you want the juice on Center Hill, let me know. I'll sell you the waypoints. When in Tennessee, do as Morgan Wallen does. Look out below. Leave them Broadway girls alone.
Why do you have it there?
Because Tyler made me come film in the marina because it's not pretty enough at the house. The lighting wasn't correct. I got news. I look bad in good lighting and bad lighting. No. So he wanted to watch me walk through the rain. He's carrying an umbrella right now. Hey, Tyler, come here. Look, it's a duck. I thought it was fake. I almost touched it and it hissed at me. It's nesting right there. He's definitely real. He looks fake, I swear. I don't want to mess with him. I was like, what is that? And he's like, what's going on? How are you?
I'm Bruce.
Yeah, Alton, good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Oh man, look at there. I didn't know I hadn't had my face on a
Well,
poster.
they brought this by my restaurant and want me to put it up. I thought, I'm not putting it
Okay.
up. I'm going to take it with me.
You have a restaurant in Cookeville?
Yeah, we
What-
own the Dairy Queen.
Oh, okay, cool, cool. Yeah, look at there. I can't believe that. I can't believe they put someone that ugly on a poster.
It's a great poster. It is.
Sir,
Good luck to you. And I
good to
hope
meet
see
you
on
too.
Sunday.
Yes, sir. I hope so too. I hope I'm still here. So,
right, thank
all right, y'all have a great one. So, looking at score track today, they caught him.
Score track?
Yeah, score track. They caught him about like I thought they would. So the overall, the money cut, which is 20th, was a little lower than I thought. I think it was just under 30 pounds. I was thinking 30 pounds for that and 45 pounds for the knockout round cut. And I think it's about 28 and 40 pounds for the knockout round cut. So, I mean, it's good that it was a little less than I thought. Looking at the leaderboard, you know, I had a decent practice. You kind of see what guys are fishing in practice. You can tell who was on some really good water early, and I can see several of the anglers that are in the top were fishing the same type of water, same zones of the lake that I'm going to be in. So partially I'm like, dang, some of my stuff probably got hit, but again, I'm like, okay, we're on that deal. It's going to be a game of, can we make a few of the right decisions? I know some of these fish are going to move. Got a bunch of jig head minnows rigged up. Like it or not, we're going to have to do that to compete. So that's what we're going to do. It was good practice. I'm trying to think. I had a good practice at Toledo, pretty good practice at Santee Cooper. So we're 3 for 3 on good practices, and hopefully those continue to turn into good tournaments. Thank you guys for watching the Dale Hollow practice video here with the Trimmed Up series. If you guys like what you saw and you want to see more content from the Trimmed Up series, click right up here. Second place at Red Crest was our last tournament. And stay tuned, because we're going to go reel some bass in here at Dale Hollow. Look for the next video.